Ichigo! Yahoo! Hi everybody! How are you on this fine winter's evening? I hope everybody is staying warm. Sorry for the long ass loading screen. I don't know why it lasted so long. I was just fucking around with a bunch of bullshit. I really didn't realize how long it had taken. But yeah, hi guys! Hello, welcome to Anime Club meeting number 24. It's quite warm, me as well. I hope everyone's doing well. Hello Michael, Privetiki. Or Mikhail. Hello Aaron the Hair, hello Roges. I hope everyone's having a good day. But yeah, I'm so excited to go over the winter 2026 animes. Can you guys believe that the year is almost over? Wow, 2025 has gone so fast. There are no flock cameras. There is no surveillance state. There is no genocide in Lebanon. Yet. It's just us. Isn't that nice? I have really shitty coffee and water. Oh yeah, I was supposed to do a Karji stream last night and then I fell asleep because I paid off my credit card in full. So I am officially not in any debt anymore aside from the medical debt that doesn't really matter. So I was very happy. So like, what should I do with all this happiness? And then I decided to use the dopamine slash serotonin slash endorphins to get through piercing myself, because piercing is hard enough, let alone doing it on yourself. So I pierced my ears last night and then ended up falling asleep. So I have new piercings now. I was gonna do my lips, but I kind of pussied out. And also my blood is really thin. So like I was the entire side of my head was bloody because I was fucking around my ear. For no reason. I just have thin blood, but it was kind of scary to look at, not to experience. There's one is Israel. In Israel? Yeah, there's a genocide in Israel. Yeah, totally. I had a hot bulldog egg bowl and that was fun. My real name is Mikhail, Misha for short, but it's the same as Mikhail, also the Archangel's name. Ah, like the canon one in the Bible manga. But yeah, that's why I was gone. And then I was going to make up for it like at 7 AM when I woke up, but I was working on something else. But yeah, after God, peep the new Anime Club badge that I'm wearing. I made this myself. And it's also the new logo I made, so it's on the schedule. But I don't know if I'm gonna keep this one forever because I don't know if I like the color palette. But for now, I think it's okay. So fucking cool, thank you. It was so scary because I was fine and happy dandy all up until I felt that needle on my ear for the first time, because I was like, oh shit, well, I have to force this shit through with my bare hands. And I was also scared because needles like slip. But the first one, I actually did it like really fucking slow. Like over the course of like a minute, like I was just weakly pushing into my ear and the needle had broken the skin, and then I felt like this little like snap as it went through the cartilage. I didn't think the earlobes had cartilage. I thought it was just skin, but... And then I had to push it through the back. And then on the other one, I kind of pussied out even more, but I got it done. I got it done. And I still have to choose how I want to do my lips. Because my lips are kind of a dilemma. A little bit. But it's alright. Alrighty. So welcome to Anime Club meeting number 24. We're going to go over the winter 2026 animes. And I got the date, November 13, 2025. I've been working on this shit for so long because when I was working on this, Google Slides started fucking up and I tried to switch to Canva, but Canva was like even harder to use somehow. Some way. So I was like, every time I would open it up to work on it, it would like near crash. Like every time I'd look away from the tab, when I'd reopen it, it would have to reload in everything as if I was freshly opening the tab. So I would wait for it and it would take like 30 seconds. And then when I would try to click anything, it would lag out so bad. It was like pretty much impossible to make any progress on it. So I would try it, and then eventually it just kind of became like a fruitless effort because sometimes I would work on it and it wouldn't save because like Google Slides was fucking up so bad that the autosave wasn't working. So it wouldn't upload to the cloud. So I was just getting irritated, so I just kind of left it alone. So that's why it took so long. Because I was so busy around this time last year that like even just like opening it and sitting and waiting for it to load, even if I in theory had the patience to let it do that, took so much time, especially for it to not save. It was just like, all right, bro. So that's why I think it's fixed now. Near the end of working on these, it started to fuck up again, but for now it's fine. So I think we can resume business as normal. Is this how I usually had myself? Should I stand up a little taller? Alright. Hello guys, welcome to this... No, go back. Ignore that. Hello guys, I'm so happy to see you all here at 7:25 p.m. on a Sunday at this school classroom at this school that we all attend together. It's summer break, but we all snuck in and broke in, and now we're here using this empty classroom for Anime Club. Love to see it. Alright, let's go. I hope you guys are excited for these animes that nobody's ever seen before because it's fall 2025 and not summer 2026. Yosh, hajimemashou ka. Alright, the order of goofery for those who are here for the first time. We're going to do our icebreaker. We're going to go over the new animes. Slightly cropped. Oh my god, I'm cut in half. Thank you. I'm sorry you guys had to see that. Anyways, we're going to go over the new animes for winter 2026. We're going to explode, all of us together, and then we say goodbye. There will be no voting at the end of this meeting. No voting on the next anime because the anime we're watching has already been chosen a long time ago. And we need to work on it together. So yeah. Let's go. So for icebreaker for today, what newer anime, new as in the past 10 years, do you think needs a reboot later? For me, I had one in mind actually, and I already fucking forgot it. I would say if there's like a manga that got adapted and you think the adaptation didn't do it justice, that would count. Let me think. Past 10 years, I can't believe animes that came out in 2024 are not what the fuck, 2024? 2014 are not included like that. Sword Art Online is now like a retro anime. Can you believe that? Cause I was gonna say Sword Art Online, honestly. Like I would think I feel like Sword Art Online really... I know it's technically new because it's still releasing, but I just feel like it was really done dirty. I guess that might just be how the manga is. Let me think now. I want a Maggie reboot, but I think reboot would mean reanimated. It is. It's like Gun Gale Online now. Not Attack on Titan. I just wish Attack on Titan would get rewritten, bro. Because didn't Isayama, he was like, yeah, I started to fucking hate it, so I just wanted to finish it as fast as possible. All that fucking bullshit. Anime adaptations that are worse than the manga? I don't know why I can't come up with any on my own. I guess, okay, Tokyo Ghoul. That's a good one, right? And apparently The Promised Neverland skipped arcs entirely, but I haven't watched that. A lot of people are saying Tokyo Ghoul. So I think I'm gonna pick Tokyo Ghoul. Season 1 was pretty good because we all watched it together, but apparently it gets worse after that. I had one in mind, bro. I had one in mind, but nothing that's like in the past 10 years. Because when I said like newer anime, I was thinking like something that you got excited there was an adaptation for, and then the moment you saw it, you were like, oh my god, this is not good, bro. I want to say Fruits Basket, but I think Fruits Basket is like done, bro. Like I think that was the reboot, bro. I don't think we're gonna get a second reboot. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna pick Tokyo Ghoul for this one. That's my pick. Does anybody else have any picks on an anime they want a reboot of? Newer one? I feel like all the older ones too, they all got their reboots. It got so dark in here. Oh my goodness. Okay, my final pick is Tokyo Ghoul. Older? Not season 2 and 3, right? That's like 2020. And that's where it like fucked up the most, I think, right? I think people are fine with season 1, but the seasons after that are where it gets bad. Yosh. Alright, tsugi. So here's some ongoing animes that came out in winter that you guys might find intriguing. I don't go over all of the ongoing animes, but we've got Frieren Season 2. I still need to watch Frieren because apparently it's like the greatest piece of media ever released, but Season 2. My Hero Academia Vigilante Season 2. I still have yet to watch My Hero. And Trigun Stargaze. I watched a singular edit of one of these characters in 2023, which means I know everything about the anime and I consider myself a big fan. So I'm very excited for this, even though I don't know anything about it. I love a Frieren watch along at some point. I'd love to, bro. We watch the animes together, usually for Anime Club. And I don't know, because I was saying that I wanted to open a is it Boosty and Patreon to record anime watch-alongs. Well, you know what? Because I don't want to stop watching it in the server with you guys. I was thinking I could just record other animes that I watch on my own time. But then that's like people who would want to watch it. Like I could just record my reaction, but then I'd still be having a conversation with other people if I recorded that. I don't know. I'm torn. Either way, I guess I don't have to worry about that right now. Alright, tsugi. So the first anime I'm showing you guys is Fate/Strange Fake. I think, is this not from the Fate series? I think it is. But this is rated R, 17+. It's got an 8.26 rating and it's 13 episodes. Fate/Strange Fake follows a US group that attempts to recreate the Holy Grail War from Fuyuki, but their incomplete knowledge produces a flawed version of the ritual in the city of Snowfield. This fake Grail War functions incorrectly. missing the saber class and producing unusual rule-breaking servants. When the Mages Association sends investors to look into the disturbance, the organization behind the ritual openly challenges them, setting the stage for a chaotic and unpredictable new girl war. Привет, Tiki, Dimitri, как дела? When people told me about what Faerun is about, it sounded pretty boring, but then I oh my god, I can't read. Then I actually watched it and I loved it. I'm sorry, I was like stumbling in my head. Yeah, that's what I've heard, and the opening's pretty good too, and it looks really pretty. Also, all of the past, or most of the past anime clubs, aside from the first, like, couple ones, I would rewrite these, like, little blurbs, these synopsises, myself. Or I would, like, yeah, rewrite them, condense them. But this time, because of the nature of how Google Slides chose to behave, I had to just like copy paste the raw writings. So if it sounds a little weird and sounds like a direct translation from Japanese, I'm sorry about that. I'm still seeing how it feels to read out the raw synopsises. But anyways, oh no worries. I hope you. Wait, I thought you were saying you stayed up late and you were about to go to bed. Have fun at work. Especially baka. But yeah, I think, are there any Fate fans? Does this look familiar to you? Does this seem like a place of familiarity? Because I feel like if it has Fate in the name, it's in the Fate universe, but I don't know much about the Fate universe at all. So it might just be a completely different anime with Fate in the name, but either way, I think I thought this was cool when I first saw it, but now I don't know. I don't know if I'll watch it. Fate probably grow or... Oh, okay, I see. I haven't watched Fate at all, so I don't know. Alrighty. Anyways, I want to watch the whole Fate series, like, from the beginning. But yeah. Next is Sentenced to Be a Hero. It's got 8.13 out of 10, 12 episodes, rated R. I haven't watched it yet. I've wanted to since I was like 12. I'm kind of a fake anime fan. Or I shouldn't say that. I have quite a few anime days, but I watch a lot of niche animes. Like, I haven't seen a lot of the like big named ones for some reason. I haven't even finished Naruto yet. So, Sentenced to Be a Hero. In a world where the title of hero is a punishment, what the fuck? Criminals are forced into endless military service against the demon lords, revived each time they die. Brutal, it's rated R. Xylo Forbarts, once the proud leader of the Holy Knights, now commands a squad of condemned soldiers on the front lines. He encounters Terrorita, a powerful divine weapon, who offers him strength in exchange for praise. Determined to survive, oh my god, what the fuck? Determined to survive and avenge the betrayal that ruined him, Xylo enters a brutal cycle of war, gods, and political schemes. Political schemes? It's brutal, quite dark. Whenever I see rated R, I just like immediately assume that it's like a fucking snuff film. Like, to me, rated R means like you're gonna just see someone's fucking organs ripped out and eaten in front of you. Rated R means scary stuff, or it can mean there's just a really raunchy sex scene. There's no way to tell. But yeah. I don't know, it's got a pretty high rating. So huge universe. Yeah, I know there's like that blonde girl that's like in a bunch of them. And then I always got her mixed up with Violet Evergarden. Yesterday, new episode of Mushoku Tensei was released. Is that which one is that? Isn't that like a super popular one? Alright. I don't know, I like to share if I'm going to watch these or if I want to watch these or not, to see how my opinion changes in the future when I look back on these videos, I guess. I don't know. Does that make sense? Oh my god. keep getting phone calls. I knew I was hearing my phone ringing, I just thought I was going insane. The PWC one? Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna say maybe. Next, you and I are polar opposites. 13 plus, 12 episodes, 8.28 out of 10. Miyu Suzuki, a lively and stylish high school girl, sits beside the quiet and blunt Yusuke Tani. Their daily interactions are brief, her random questions, his straightforward replies. But affection grows between them. Suzuki admires Tani's honesty and lack of concern for fitting in, while she struggles with her own self-consciousness when a small understanding causes Suzuki to accidentally confess. She's shocked and thrilled to learn Tani likes her too. The two begin dating, so scandalous, starting a sweet and gentle romance built on sincerity and small moments. So it's like a cute slice of life. I should really start putting like the topic, is it topic? Genre themes on the bottom? But I don't know if that would even fit here. But yeah. I guess I'll watch it. Next, in the clear moonlit dusk. I thought this was a yaoi. It kind of has like the boys love art style. So this is 7.48, 12 episodes, 13 plus. A lot of them are 12 episodes and 13 plus. Like it's almost like 99%. I think back in my day, it was more like animes were always like 20 to 25 episodes. I don't know if it's like this like quantity over quality thing and like seasons have to like smush the episodes into 13 instead of 25 now. And they're trying to push out more animes than they used to each season. I don't really know. But yeah, every time Yui Takiguchi sighs, her classmates swoon over their prince. Though she ignores the attention until the school's other so-called... Wait, is she the prince? Do they think that she's a boy? Is that what that's saying? Because this is the other prince. I don't know. Other so-called prince, Kohaku Ichimura, suddenly calls her beautiful. Unlike his title, Kohaku is unpredictable and carefree. Yet his genuine compliment flusters Yui more than she expects. He's the first boy to see her as a girl. So they do think she's a boy. And though she tries to avoid him, he keeps pursuing her with disarming sincerity. Despite insisting it means nothing, Yui can't shake the unfamiliar feelings he stirs in her heart. So it's a slice of life romance. Chico, what's your opinion about polygamy? What? Where did that come from? Polygamy? I don't know. I don't really like it. I don't really... It's like everybody can do it, but... I have like polyamorous friends and it's kind of like the stereotype of like... It always fucking like falls apart and it's always really weird and there's always like someone in the polycule that doesn't really want to be in the polycule, but they're doing it just because that's the only way to like get one of the people to date them. I've never seen a long-term polyamorous couple, I guess. It always does some weird shit, and then my friend who's polyamorous will always vent to me about it, and she'll be like, she calls her partners partner 1 and partner 2. And she'll be like, so partner 1 was doing this, and then partner 2 was doing this, and then partner 1 and partner 2 were talking about me behind my back, and then this happened, and this happened, and this happened. And I was like, oh my god. A lot of this wouldn't happen if they weren't polyamorous. What are you talking about? What, me? Me or Arthur? Anyways, but... 1 husband, 3 wives, 6 kids, what the fuck? Is that not just like a harem? There's also like a difference between polyamory and open relationships, but I kind of think both are strange. It's kind of like... I don't know, to me like the people that argue for polyamory kind of use the same like primal animalistic arguments that like people that say it's okay for like grown men to date 18-year-olds use, where they're like, oh well this is just the natural driven way of how we're supposed to work, and the vagina is actually meant to take multiple penises in, and because the way the head is shaped, it's designed to scoop the previous semen from the last mate out, so that the next penis can fertilize the woman. And they're like that's why we should all be polyamorous. And it's kind of like the same shit where like people were like, what's wrong with a 40-year-old man liking high school girls? He just wants the most fertile mate option. It's like that. I'm like, it just sounds like the same shit. Same shit, different flavor. That's how I always hear it anyways. And also just like every single story I've heard of like how someone turned to polyamory is like, I always had a problem cheating, and then I realized I was just polyamorous, and then I convinced my partner that we should be polyamorous because I'm just gonna cheat anyways. I don't know, that's always how I hear it from other poly people, is that they struggled with commitment. And also, if we're going from a logical standpoint, being in a relationship is hard work, let alone being with 2 people or 3 or 5. And then also juggling all that, and then if one dynamic between 2 of the people in it fucks up, then the entire polycule just explodes. So I don't know. I don't like it, but everybody can do what they want. If that makes sense. Anyways. Other my favorite anime you already know. Fate or Frieren. Polyamory is because they're normal in some cultures. Oh, I know. Like not Mormons. Well, yeah, the FLDS. And Amish people? I think. They have 2 wives. I don't know. Journal with Witch. PG-13. What the fuck did Aki just do, bro? Hold on. Say hi. Backy backy boy. I like to knock Tupperware off of the counter. He's so hot. So toasty roasty. Say hi. So quiet right now. What? Say hi. Really? I love you. He looks so stinky. What? He looks like a cat that would smell bad, but he doesn't smell bad. He smells like baby powder. Really? Okay. I'm back. Oh my god, I thought I was muted the whole time. Alright. I'm covered in Aki hair. It's stuck to my lips. Sorry about the interruption. Ish. Journal with Witch, PG-13, 7.84 out of 10. 14 episodes. Longer than the usual 12. Hello, Colossosaurus. How are you? Makio Kodai doesn't have a good relationship with her sister, who constantly lectures her for being different. Because of this, Makio doesn't seem to care after learning her sister and her husband died in a car accident. But once Makio is asked to identify their bodies, she runs into her teenage niece Asa Takumi, who she hadn't seen in a long time. Makio tries to comfort Asa and reassure her that complicated feelings are okay, and encourages her to start a diary to cope. She learns that no one else wanted to take Asa in and decides to become her guardian. Both of them attempt to navigate this new life. I'm good. This looks cute, honestly. It kind of reminds me of like Michiko to Hachin, but less gangster shit. Oh, I was thinking of the fucking Boondocks episode where the old man is like, or we could get into some real gangster shit. Alright. I think I want to watch this one when I get the chance. I'm working on a thing for fall 2025. But once I finish that, I'll watch this. And I'll let you guys know how it is. Next, Mayonaka Heart Tune. I think this has multiple English translation names, so don't quote me on if this will come up if you Google it. It probably will. But I think I have like 4 different names, but this is 7.30 out of 10. 7.3 out of 10, I guess. That would be not 7.30. Actually, no, yeah, I was right. I don't know why I'm bad at math. I was thinking that it was like out of 60, like time or something, and not out of 10 for a second. 13 plus 12 episodes. Late at night, Arisu Yamabuki found comfort in the voice of a radio host called Apollo until she mysteriously vanished from the airwaves. Years later, now a second-year high school student, Arisu is determined to find her and share something he's held in his heart. Wait, he? Where's the he? Is it this white-haired thing? Where's he? Where's Arisu? He's held in his heart with no clue of her name or appearance. His search leads him to the school's broadcasting club, where 4 aspiring voice-talented girls each have their own dreams. Among them may be Apollo herself, and uncovering her identity could change all of their futures. Are we sure? He's a second-year high school student. Would that mean that Apollo was running a radio show when she was in like middle school? Because it said years later. I don't know. It doesn't, Aki's so cute. It doesn't, spark any interest in my body. But I hate to judge. I hate to judge too soon. Funan the sorcerer can see. Do not be fooled. I picked a cool-ass cover for this, but this is not... I should have put another picture because the other covers are just the typical oversaturated, almost like isekai swap looking covers. Except it's not an isekai, I don't think. But I just picked this cover just because it looked cool. 6.55 out of 10, 13 episodes and 13 plus. Born blind, Kunan aims to be the first person to use water magic to create new eyes for himself. After 5 months of study, he has already surpassed his teacher and continues to grow his talents. Not only can his magic help him sense color, but he can also use it to make handy items and even conjure a whole cat. A whole cat? Word of his skills and ingenuity soon reached the court and earned him a spot as disciple to the most powerful magician in the land. But is his ultimate goal even attainable? After seeing the other cover and this rating, I don't think I'm gonna watch it. I thought it was interesting that there is a blind main character, but I don't know, it looked too much like fantasy slop for me. I don't know. My coffee is done. Tamon's B-side. Okay, I'm watching this. I'm gonna just let you all know, because Tamon looks hot as fuck. And I think I think he counts as a yandere too. I'm not sure if that's a different one that I'm thinking of, but I think the pink-haired one is like a hikikomori or like a weirdo. I mean, I guess the synopsis is right here, so we're about to see, but I just remember being really excited to watch this, but 7.82 out of 10, pretty high, 13 plus and 13 episodes. Okay, I looked up to Moshiko Tensei. Apparently the main character took pics of his niece in the bathroom and jorked it to them before he got reincarnated. Thank you, Hyper. That read like a Twitter, like, what was it? Fact check context editor. Idol group F/Ace has skyrocketed in popularity thanks to its charismatic leader, Taman Fukuhara. 17-year-old Utage Kinoshita is one of his most devoted fans, working a house cleaning job just to support him. But when she's sent to clean for a client named Taman, she ends up meeting the real Idol, only to find he's nothing like his confident public persona. Offstage, Taman is gloomy, insecure, and painfully shy, determined to protect him. Oh, I see. She's protecting his identity. Utage promises to keep his secret and stay by his side, even if balancing his two opposite selves becomes the hardest challenge she's ever faced. This is interesting because it reminded me of something that, like, a bigger VTuber said, which I guess it's kind of obvious, but it's like... Not that... This doesn't really have much to do with this anime at all, but I was just thinking about it. It's like... They said, like, being a VTuber, or I guess any sort of content creator, but specifically a VTuber, means you have to really get okay with, like, lying a shit ton and feeling scummy for it, and not being your, like, full self, I guess, in your interactions with people. And I think they were, I mean, I know they said that they were talking about, like, how when they're streaming, they obviously can't say or don't want to say, like, where they live or, like their state, or say anything really about their family, or about their, like, dating life, or their siblings sometimes, or things like that, like, just keeping up this, like, VTuber culture persona. But I thought about it in, like, the reverse way, because I don't really do that. But what I do is I don't tell, like, anybody IRL, like, jack shit about what I do. And for a while I didn't really care, but, like, as I started to, like, get, like, peers in university, and people are always asking me now, my classmates, they're like, do you want to hang out? You want to hang out on Sunday? You want to go to the park? Hello, Jack, how are you? And I'll be like, I do, but also, like, I can't say I have a stream, but I told you guys, like, the first week of uni last year, a guy in my Russian class asked me what I was up to and if I wanted to grab coffee. And I was like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I can't, I have to go to anime club. And he was like, anime club? And I was like, yeah, I really need to hurry, because it was when we were gonna go over Full Metal Alchemist. And so I had to rush home and do some slides because I had a couple episodes left to watch. I have turned down so many, like, interactions and hangouts to stream, and I don't even care, but I get worried it makes me come off as, like, a stuck-up person, and they're like, wow, she's really into, like, whatever excuse she made up to to turn us down. Because I at this point, I just say I have to work. But back then, I wouldn't call it a job, so I was like, oh, I have to do this, sorry. And I used to feel bad about it, but now I don't really feel bad about it unless it's, like, I don't know, like, a little more than an acquaintance. But I think it's interesting, because, I don't know, it makes you think a little bit. It's like a little moral philosophy question on, like, what level of lies is okay for, like, a job like an idol or a content creator. And I've seen other YouTubers that aren't even VTubers say, like, yeah, I started this channel, I didn't tell a soul, bro. Nobody knows about this. And, like, that's, to me, that's normal and fine. But, like, one of my moderators, Noah was like, It's just like nobody cares. Yeah. Noah was like... Noah only found out I'm a VTuber like less than a year ago, bro. And we've been close friends for like 5 years now. And he was like, this feels like finding out someone is a Batman. And sometimes I'll be talking to like my classmates that I at least hang out with at school, and they'll find out like anything about me, like that I can voice act or that I worked in the Capitol or things like that, and they'll be like, bro, your lore is so crazy. Your lore is so crazy. Wow, you've got so much going on. You've accomplished so much in your life. I'm like, bro, if only you knew. If only you knew, bro. And it's hard not to say it because it would be funny in that moment, but yeah. Yeah, it's a compliment because no one loves Batman. Wait, you're right, I never thought of it like that. Biggest compliment ever. But yeah, like, I've had friends from like 10 years ago that, or I've had friends for 10 years that like don't even know about my YouTube channel. So I don't know, this I was thinking about it a little bit because I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know if I could be a VTuber because I'd have to lie to my viewers about all this stuff behind the scenes. But for me, it's like the reverse, almost. It's like I don't tell anybody IRL about what I'm doing, even though I constantly have to like cancel or leave things, leave events right away, show up and then dip like an asshole. And I'm like, it's fine, but to everybody else, I think I look like a dick, but I don't really care. Like, there was a Juneteenth party with free food, but I had my Juneteenth stream because we were gonna watch the Onyx Awards. So I just showed up and got food and took off and went home and ate it on the stream. And I guess it's fine. I don't know. Oh my god, I just barely choked. I just barely choked on my spit for a second. But yeah. Little food for thought. I don't know. The Thinkerton. Anyways, I want to watch this one because Tamon looks cute, and that's the only reason is Tamon's cute. Oh yeah, and then I put this other little cover here because look at him! He's got his little tired eyes and his hoodie. Oh, he can get it, bro. Anyways, Journal with Witch, 8.72, 13 episodes, 13 plus. 35-year-old novelist Makio Kodai. Wait, what the fuck? Hello? Hello? Different bio? Oh, what? It's the same. It's the same but different? Hello, Privetiki? It smells like sunscreen again, bro. There's probably just like a fucking chemical leak in my house, but it keeps smelling like sunscreen. Onyx Awards were quite cool. We love representation. I know, dude, I've been punching myself daily for not pushing that hard enough because I've said this before, I didn't know that they were doing it like finalists like method of voting, and so I thought that like they were just going to do it like whoever got the most nominations won. And so I didn't like, all I did was share it. I didn't want to put like push it to be like, come vote for me, because then I didn't want it. I thought it would be like just fucking like sweeping the votes because a lot of the other nominees only have like 100 followers. So I thought if I did it that way it would like be biased. So I just kind of just let it, I don't know, I didn't push it that much. I didn't push it at all. And if I knew they were going to do it finalists as like the top 4 highest nominees and then voting from that, I would have pushed it harder. And it makes me mad because I would have been up there, I would have been on that screen. And I feel like I let everybody down. But it's okay, because next year. But I just didn't, I felt bad because I had been gone for so long, I didn't want to just come and fucking sweep the nominees and then dip again. Like a dick. I feel like I didn't even like deserve it, I guess. Because I've been gone for a while. Anyways, so there's, for some reason I have this here twice. And it's slightly different. Not really sure why. But anyways. The Darwin incident. Let me get this out of the way, bro. This shit looks ugly as fuck and I'm not watching this shit. Tell me why we get fucking endless time and time again. We've got these fantastical ass bestiality bullshit stories where it's like, oh my gosh, what if this giant monkey man just pounded this teeny tiny Japanese girl? What if that happened? What if they dated and like kissed and stuff and he was like 7 feet tall and she was like 4 foot tall? What if that happened? What if this giant wolf boy just fucking made out and slammed this tiny white bunny girl against the ground? I wonder what that would look like, her tiny white bunny body beneath him like that. Oh my gosh, guys, what if there was a world where these little monkey people had less rights than this white, blue-eyed, blonde woman? What if, huh? And what if the half-monkey guy here was treated worse for being half-monkey? They would rather do this shit with animals before we will ever see it with black people, bro. They would rather live in fucking La La Land and make up completely different civil rights issues than ever acknowledge the currently existing ones that exist in the world today. And yet these are taken better. It's more digestible for the people who like this shit to fantasize about literal bestiality than to ever think about races mixing together. Race mixing. Oh my god, it makes me sick just thinking about it. But you know what doesn't make me sick? Fucking monkeys, fucking dogs, fucking wolves. And I guess it's hand in hand because the people who gobble this shit up, those people have sex with animals all the time anyways. So I guess it's fine. But no, I'm not watching this shit. This nail looks ugly as fuck. Look at him. Fucked up. And he's half monkey, half human, and from someone who's half monkey and half human myself, I don't like him. Fuck him. I'm not even reading the fucking about it, bro. The synopsis? Nah, not reading that shit. Alright, the Invisible Man and his soon-to-be wife. 7.61 out of 10. Fucking monkeys. 12 episodes. 13 plus. I think it's interesting that it puts a lot of emphasis on him being invisible and his wife being blind. Actually, I think this is a cute dynamic, alright? Blind wife, she can't see. Nobody can see him anyways, and she can feel him, and that's fine. But there is a wolf woman here. There's a wolf woman here, and that is not mentioned anywhere here. And that apparently doesn't matter. So there's just a wolf girl here. And I guess it's fine. Gonna address the sexy elephant in the room? No, she's never gonna be addressed. Yako, a gentle human woman, works at a detective agency. Tonome is a smart and gentle invisible man. The invisible man's ability is perfect for detective work. How does he just have to go to work naked? However, the blind Yako can still figure out where Tonome is. Okay, Yako works. She works while she's blind. Interesting. Disability rep. Even if he disappears before they know it, the two become attracted to each other. This looks cute. I think I'll give it a try. I'll give it the good old 3-episode rule. 3-episode trial. The Holy Grail of Iris. 7.13 out of 10. 12 episodes, rated R. That means someone's gonna die brutally. House Grail is known for its unwavering honesty, and youngest daughter Constance embodies that integrity. Until her fiancé cheats on her, and she is falsely framed by his lover. While everyone else ignores her pleas, the vengeful spirit of Scarlet Cassiel, an infamous noble, executed a decade ago for a crime she didn't commit, possesses Constance and exposes the truth. She's possessed? But Scarlet's help comes with a demand. Constance must aid her in uncovering who set her up, and in taking revenge on those who destroyed her life. So it's like, not a reincarnation. I don't know what I was saying. Not isekai, not reincarnation. Just a possession? Possession from someone else's life problems, I guess. I mean, it's got good ratings, kind of. That's like a C. That's like a C plus, right? C minus, maybe? I don't know. I guess it looks interesting enough. Shiba Yugi, playing death games to put food on the table. This little maid girl's hot. I'm just gonna say that right now. Look at her. She's hot, bro. Yuki wakes up in a lavish manner with 5 other girls, all dressed as maids, only to learn they've been trapped in the ghost house, a mansion filled with lethal traps and twisted survival games. While the others panic, Yuki is oddly unfazed because at just 17, navigating deadly games is literally her profession. Literally. Now she must use her experience to survive the blowgun, saws, locked rooms, and horrors ahead. This looks like it'd be fun. I love me some 6 maid girls. 7.12 out of 10, 11 episode rated R. Rated R? What's gonna happen? I thought I put 2 covers on here because I think this silver maid is really pretty. But I guess not. Jack of all trades, party of none. 6.66, PG-13, 12 episodes. This looks like ass, but let's go. Orn, once a talented swordsman, had switched roles to enchanter to support his hero party, only to be suddenly kicked out and labeled useless. That's what they do. Will this trope ever get old? Cast aside as a jack of all trades, master of none, he decides to return to adventuring as the swordsman he originally was. But his years as an enchanter weren't for nothing. The knowledge he gained and the unique spells he created have made him a fighter unlike any other. Mostly, with his unconventional skill set, Orn sets out to start over and finally show the world his true strength. I feel like once you've seen this type of anime, you've seen all of them, so I think I'm okay. There was a cute girl in the hero's party, so I tried confessing to her. She is cute, I guess. I'm seeing a lot of boobs in the back there. A lot of boobs out. Not a lot of modesty. 6.23, 13 episodes, 13 plus. Yoki is reincarnated, oh boy, after a traffic accident, not as a hero, but as an overpowered demon stuck guarding a quarter of the demon lord's castle. With no ambition, better fix that, to rise in the ranks. He spends his days lazing around until the hero's party attacks. On a whim, he effortlessly defeats them, heals them up, and prepares to send them home, only to fall head over heels for the party's priest the moment he sees her. It's kind of a cute dynamic. I think it's interesting in these reincarnation ones because when they reincarnate, they're kind of like aware that they're reincarnated and they kind of feel like they're an anime character in an isekai instead of feeling like they're just born again as a different person. Because it's like in Oshinoko, it feels off because it doesn't feel like Aqua and his sister are like teenagers. It feels like they're fucking adults and a child stuck in these bodies. Because even though they've lived this whole second life, they seem to not give a shit and only really care about their past lives in a way. I don't know. So it's like, I noticed that with reincarnation because I'm like, is this person reincarnated? Like, is this a fucking middle-aged office worker in the body of a little girl, or is it just a little girl? Like, I feel like it's not clear how they view themselves, so I think it's interesting. Well, he's like, he just reincarnated as a demon lord guarder, and then he's just like, yeah, let me just be evil now. I'm confused as to what the motive is here. The villainess is adored by the crown prince of the neighboring kingdom. I love this shit, bro. I love fantasy love stories. If it's done properly, like, In the World is Still Beautiful. That's really old, but... Or like, Snow White with the red hair. Not like a lot of these, what's that, the villainous one with the white-haired girl? I don't know. 6.08, 12 episodes, 13 plus. Tiara Rose. Interesting name. Tiara Rose suddenly remembers oh my god, she's been reincarnated. Of course. Into an Otome game, not as the heroine, but as the villainous fiance, destined for ruin. Wait, what? So she was reincarnated as the man that's marrying the villainess? Hi guys, sometimes I feel like almost all the anime now is I was reincarnated and that's why I caught the girl. Yeah, bro. That's what it is. Destined for ruin. Wait, she suddenly remembers. She suddenly so she was living life and then remembers she's been reincarnated? As foretold, Prince Heart Knights publicly condemns her at So are they gay? She's reincarnated as the villainous... Oh wait, not the villainess, the villainous fiance. So she just reincarnated as an evil person. Okay. Top 5 seals. I don't know the seals, like, species names. Subspecies? The races, breeds of seals, you know? To me, seals and walruses are, like, the same. Prince Heart Knights publicly condemns her at graduation, breaks off their engagement, and chooses the heroine, Akari, instead. Banished despite her innocence, Tiara Rose's fate seems sealed until Prince Aquasteed, what are these names? Of a neighboring kingdom suddenly intervenes. Declares his love for her and offers marriage. With her doom averted, the once villainous begins an unexpected journey towards a new, happier future. I think I'm alright, Laura. I think I'm okay. Hell mode! The hardcore gamer dominates in another world with garbage balancing. Holy shit. 7.20, 13 plus, 12 episodes. After his favorite, brutally difficult online game shuts down, Kenichi Yamada longs for a real challenge. He discovers a mysterious, unnamed game promising endless difficulty and immediately chooses Hell mode. Instead of a character's screen, he wakes up reincarnated in another world as a lowly serf named Alan. With only a strange summoner class and no guides, walkthroughs, or help from the internet, he must figure out the game-like world on his own and climb his way to the top through pure trial, error, and determination. The same 5 songs, radio station, they play the same 5 songs. Yeah. Does anybody care if I skip that? Nobody wants to discuss this further? They are water dogs. They're little water dog guys. Hanakimi, this looks like an older anime, doesn't it? 6.92, 12 episodes, 13 plus. Mizuki Ashiya falls for high jumper track and field Izumi Sano. After seeing him compete, she transfers from the US. This is a she. This is a little tomboy. We got tomboy rep here. She transfers from the US to Japan. Wait, what? She saw him compete online at a track meet and then transferred from America to Japan to attend an all-boys academy disguised as a boy. Bro is down bad, bro. She blends in easily and is shocked to find herself not the only in Sano's class, but sharing a room with him. Oh my god, they're gonna fuck. While she tries to stay hidden, she also discovers Sano has mysteriously quit high jumping. With the school doctor beginning to suspect her secret, Mizuki is determined to help Sano regain his passion for the sport without exposing who she really is. Dude, my AC keeps like the house settling and shit. It keeps like rattling my door every time it turns on. It scares me. This gives me like older anime vibes in the art style. I got isekai to Israel. Hello, Kimi or Kimi, how are you? I watched first season of Helmut lately. Loved it. Well, I like myself so isekai sometimes. I liked Sword Art Online, and only like the first season, and only when I was like 12. She's kind of crazy, bro. This gives me like retro anime vibes though, so I think I'm gonna give it a try. It seems cute enough, right? Cute enough plotline. Noble reincarnation, born blessed. Oh my born blessed. So I'll obtain ultimate power. Oh my god, this anime is about Noah. Hold on, let me tag him. Tag Noah. We are talking about you on stream. Alright. Let's see if he arrives. Alright, 7.57. Wait, 6.5 seconds. What the fuck? I can't fucking read. This is what happens when I try to rap now, by the way. I think I might just have like a brain tumor. 6.57 rated R. So one of these little twinks is gonna get ripped to shreds in front of us, by the way. 12 episodes. Oh my god. Noah, the overpowered 6-year-old 13th prince, is born with an infinite level cap and cheat skill that lets him absorb the abilities of those he commands. Fuck Noah, bro. I posted, like, the last anime club, I posted shorts of me going over all the isekais, and I had a rather long crash out over them near the end. And that reel went viral. Not viral, but like, it got more traction than my usual reels, so there was like a lot of comments on that one. And people were not very happy, bro. I got so many comments that were like, you're purposely not thinking about the emotional importance of how isekais make suicidal people feel. Suicidal people need isekais to survive. And you're so mean, you mean, nasty, big-boobied, pink-haired lady. How dare you? How dare you shit on I got my shit rocked by a truck and fucking blew up and reincarnated as a big booby elf 6-year-old lolly girl. And now I'm going to show my team who's the best after they kicked me out. You're mean for not liking that anime because it helps suicidal people continue on with their lives. Because every suicidal person wishes they were a big boobied 6-year-old lolly. That's what they want. I just thought it was funny that it seemed to be such a reoccurring comment on that, not real but short. It goes to the show, so comforting to watch. I saw the Ranma reboot too, and then that one blue-haired girl that kind of looks like Ranma. No seal anime? I'm sure there is, bro. Here, I'll look it up. Seal anime. Good seal anime or slash anime. Anyone know any heartwarming seal anime where seals are either a recurring theme or the main thing? They referred us to my anime list. Someone suggested Ponyo, but Ponyo doesn't have seals at all. Anime with seals. Futariwa Precure has a seal in it. That's not a reoccurring seal. Don't worry. Don't worry, Eldritch Mess. I'm on the hunt for you, bro. Most from Japan to California. What the fuck? This looks like fucking, this almost looks like Elven Lead. Okay, two people have recommended Kaleido Star. K-A-L-E-I-D-O Star. They're all saying it has seals. Apparently. Seems to be a reoccurring recommendation. Apparently, Futariwa Precure has a seal that has random appearances. There's a badass walrus demon in Mayu Mao Yusha. Seals are kinda similar to walruses. That's what I said. Okay, they're all recommending Futariwa Precure. Futariwa Precure and Kaleido Star. I'm surprised there's not more. Are you speaking good or bad about me? Horrible. That's not very nice. She said you were isekai slob. I'm ending my friendships with the two of you. Beasters up 29. Seal? Ichigo, stop insulting the fact that suicidal people need isekai to survive. Now, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Isekais are great! Isekais are the best! Just please stop beating me up! What you said was not nice! No, I'm sorry. But look, Noah, this is you, this little twink is you! I'm the least suicidal person on this planet, but I like some escapism into bright, funny worlds. I just like it to be written properly. Hi everyone, I was a demon lord, but this time I reincarnated as ordinary, low-born human commoner. Yeah, why don't we get that shit, bruh? Where's that at? Where's reverse isekai? It's not nice to say that. No, I was being nice. I was being critical. I was giving you constructive criticism. I'm gonna punish you eternal style. Like big G-man. Anyway, little Shotokan. Absorption. Reincarnated into a noble family with top-tier education and resources. He grows rapidly in strength, but beneath the polished surface of aristocratic life lies a tangle of schemes and political battles that Noah must face despite his overwhelming abilities. I'm not interested in a rated R anime that has a little 6-year-old boy. I don't know about that. Cause why is it rated R? Is he gonna get fucking touched? I don't know. I just heard a noise emit from my computer. I don't know what that was. It almost sounded like a Skype notification. Oh, that's what that was. I'm fucking crazy. Alright. Marco, thank you, Marco. Thank you. I don't know if that's what that was, actually. It might have been a completely separate thing. Easygoing, a territory defense by the optimistic lord, production magic turns a nameless village into the strongest fortified city! Holy shit! 6.79 out of 10, 12 episodes, 13 plus. This looks ugly as fuck, bro. Van, the fourth son of a powerful noble, is only 2 years old. He's only 2 years old! 2! When he remembers his past life as a salaryman in Japan, of course. Because it's impossible to have any story without it being reincarnation. With his adult brain and a young body, he's considered a child prodigy until he displays the production magic skill when he turns 8. In a family that favors offensive magic, this crafting skill is considered useless in battle, and Van is banished to oversee a what the fuck? So he's magical. I imagine in a world where not everybody is magical, and they're mad because he doesn't have destructive magic, so they just banish him at 8 years old? Hello, Spike. How are you? I guess, bro. To oversee a tiny country with only his personal maid, the memories of his past life, and his worthless magic. Can Van improve the fortunes of this little village and himself? I don't give a shit, bro. Kaya-chan isn't scary. This kind of reminds me of Mieruko-chan. Whereas the anime, I was reincarnated as a peasant and died of the shitting because that world didn't invent antibiotics yet. Only one episode. Top tier twist. 720p limit? What? Is my graphics bad? Actually, wait. No, it said the limit is like like 1040? Is that what that is? 1040? What is happening in the Discord? I'm ending my friendships with you two. No, don't do that. You sound like you want me to, Hyper. No, whisper to me that you don't want that. Please don't leave me. What the fuck is happening? I had you in my series because you're special to me. Mostly. Mostly? Thank you. I'm honored. I think I saw it. But I'm curious, is there an overarching plot line? And if so, can you explain? Alright, this is 7.43, 12 episodes, 13 plus. I watched Miruko-chan in Japan. I would watch anime when I got home. And Miruko-chan was like one that I would watch. So this reminds me of it a little bit. Minako, I remember it got popular off of like a couple clips, but other than that, it wasn't the scariest. I think the Summer Hikaru died is like scary as fuck, bro. Like, I think that they did that shit so well. I am eagerly waiting for more episodes, bro. In a certain kindergarten, Sato Kaya is a notorious troublemaker, so much so that several of her teachers have already quit from the stress that comes with managing her. She constantly prevents other children from playing, reading their favorite books, or even going to the restroom. At least, that's what it looks like from the outside. When a new kindergarten teacher, Chiya Hasumi, is assigned to Kaya, she discovers that Kaya actually protects the other kids from evil spirits. With this newfound knowledge, Chiya places her trust in Kaya to keep the class safe. However, Chiya soon realizes that while Kaya protects her friends, there may be something at home Kaya herself needs protection from. Is she getting fucking beat at home? Is that what this is? She protects kids and then goes home and gets beat? I'll give it a try, but these kids look ugly as fuck. There's a hot guy in here, bro. That kind of looks like Aizawa. Isekai office worker. The other world's books depend on the bean counter. The bean counter? Die. 7.14, 12 episodes, 13 plus. Overworked office employee Seiichiro Kondo would be fine spending the rest of his days in the same exhausting routine. But an unexpected act of heroism causes him to be sucked into a parallel world. His abductors, residents of the magic-filled Romani Kingdom, promise him a life of comfort as an apology for his accidental summoning. Unfazed, Kondo demands something that he thinks would suit him better. A job. Ugh. After witnessing the incompetence of his new colleagues in the Royal Accounting Department, Kondo's workaholic instincts kick in, and he takes it upon himself to save the kingdom from complete bankruptcy. But this new world proves detrimental to Kondo. When the young and dashing captain of the Third Royal Order, Sir Aresh Indolwork, saves Kondo's life, the two become something more than acquaintances. Though Kondo and Aris initially struggle to convey their clashing values to each other. Are they fucking? They slowly realize that this meeting will not only change their own lives, but also the kingdom as a whole. Is it yaoi? Because if it's yaoi, I'll watch it. But other than that, I was gonna skip because neither of these guys are hot. I don't know. I'll put it on the side burner. This seems like it's kind of funny. The bean counter. Maybe. Roll over and die! I will fight for an ordinary life with my love and curse sword. I think this is just called roll over and die to be shortened. 6.17 out of 10. 12 episodes rated R. Jesus Christ. They're gonna die. My lord, allow us to come with you. No, you're drawn too poorly, which means you'll die quickly. Wait, is that the rule? Shitty character design equals they'll be gone soon? Chosen by the church's god, Origin, a young country girl named Flum Apricot, is enlisted in the hero's party and expected to fight demons. However, her one innate skill, reversal, has no practical use, and the party's sage, Jean Intage, treats her as a burden, eventually selling her off to a slave dealer. In the slave dealer's dark dungeon, all hope seems lost. But in a moment of desperation, Flum discovers that her skill actually turns the negative energy of cursed weapons into power, which helps her slay the slave owner and escape with another captured girl, Milkit. Now equipped with the means to fight and survive, Flum embraces the career of an adventurer and aims to lead a happy life with Milkit, away from the grim machinations? I've never heard this word. Machinations of the church. Flum. It does. And would you believe there is no reincarnation? I can't believe it. I can't believe it at all. watch it because these character designs look interesting. You can't be in a rom-com with your childhood friends. I see a tan girl. Let's take a look at that, guys. Let's take a look at this. There's a brown girl. Do my eyes deceive me? 6.39 out of 10. 12 episodes, 13 plus. As a romantic comedy enthusiast, she'll remember about being reincarnated in the new series. Yeah, 10 episodes in, she'll remember her past life as a salaryman. As a romantic comedy enthusiast, Yonosuke Eiyu Sakai enjoys the stories about childhood friends the most. But he solemnly believes that the flawless, loving childhood friends from his stories only exist in fiction, though he has 2 childhood friends of his own, Shio Minamo and Akari Yodoshi. Eiyu has never seen either of them as anything more. However, now that they are all in high school together, the beauty of the 2 girls begins to catch Eiyu's eye. As his interest subtly grows, the girls start to make advances towards him regardless of time or place, but only time will tell if Eiyu will ever overcome his denial and finally see the girls in another light. So he's in childhood friends but doesn't actually like his own childhood friends? That makes sense. Barely any melanin. When are we gonna get some real diversity? Yeah, fucking tan these bitches up, bro. Put him in the tanning salon. Needs more melanin. It looks cute, but also it looks like it'd piss me off because this dude's making me mad. Reincarnated as a dragon hatchling. This looks like Pokemon. 6.42 out of 10. 12 episodes. 13 plus. Our hero wakes up one day in a brand new world. But his life doesn't come with fighting or skills or magic powers. Or even arms and legs. I see arms and legs right there, bro. Stop lying. He's reborn as a helpless egg, stuck in an unfamiliar forest surrounded by terrifying hungry beasts. But eggs hatch. Hatchlings grow up, and humble beginnings can lead to something great. He'll do his best to become the strongest dragon ever, and no measly shell will get in his way. Alrighty. I think that summarized the entire series for us, right? Didn't leave much to the imagination. Seems cute. It seems like something that I would watch when I'm high, just to like not get scared. If I don't want to experience too many strong emotions, I think I would just watch this. But I mean, I must admit, he is a little cute. He's not the ugliest. Dead account! Are there any hot guys here? I can't tell. 6.66, 12 episodes, 13 plus. Always ready for a fight! Destruction for destruction's sake. The online streamer, Outingo, is a troll, making the worst of boundary-pushing flame bait content, and raking in the revenue from the hate watchers. Bro's gotta grind, bro. You may think he's nothing more than a bottom feeder and a drain on society, but in reality he's a high school dropout. What? You may think he's nothing but a bottom feeder, but actually, he's a high school dropout. So, there you go. Take that. Soji Inishido, a caring older brother with a sweet tooth who loves nothing more than his who loves nothing more than his little sister. His viral videos? Why is this worded like ChatGPT? His viral videos? Just a way to pay his sister's medical bills. And even if all of humanity hates him, he doesn't care. So long as his little sister gets better. Kind of a grift, bro. Just rage baiting and then using that money to pay your sister's medical bills. But then something very strange begins to happen. Don't miss the debut of this modern day occult exorcism battle manga. Okay, so it led us on. It was like, oh my gosh, bro, some weird shit's about to happen, but we're not gonna tell you what it is. You gotta watch the first episode first. Yeah, the rating does fit. You know, I gotta give it to him, bro. That was a pretty good synopsis. Pretty cool, not gonna lie. He kind of reminds me of that red-haired dude from, like, is it Skate Infinity? Skate to your Infinity, something like that. I can't stop burping and hiccuping. You may think he's a loser, but he's a loser. Yeah. I might watch it. The Demon King's daughter is too kind. Oh boy. 7.33, 12 episodes, 13 plus. The Demon King Ahriman once led his armies across the world with unquestioned authority, yet his campaigns come to an abrupt halt for an unexpected reason. His daughter, Dulx, is far too kind. While she was born in the demon realm, she seems otherwise incapable of being cruel, as she regularly befriends enemies, comforts monsters, and treats even humans with warmth, leaving her father uncertain how a child like her could ever inherit the throne. In a vain attempt to find a solution to this insurmountable flaw, Ahriman entrusts his local aide Jahi with the task of reforming Duke's disposition. All the other kids with the pump. Why that song, Spike? With the pumped up kicks, you better run, out, outrun my gun. Reforming Duke's disposition. Through a series of lessons and trials meant to cultivate ruthlessness, Jahi attempts to guide the young princess towards becoming a proper demon. Each effort, however, produces the opposite result, as Duke's sincerity disarms hostility and spreads unexpected goodwill wherever she goes, proving that changing the princess may be far more difficult than conquering any continent. You could hold a gun to my head and ask me to repeat anything similar to a synopsis of what I just read here, and I would die, bro. I don't remember what the fuck I just read. That was a whole lot of nothing, bro. And I don't know what I was gonna say. I feel like I just got a lobotomy. It just sounded boring as fuck. An adventurer's daily grind, age 26. Wait, what the fuck? 29, my bad. Old age. These kids, like, their proportions in the back, it looks off. It looks off. Like, the kids almost look like they're in a different anime than the man here. And the adults in the background. I don't know if it's, like, just me. Like, their heads are too big for their bodies. And they almost look like 3D. I don't know. 6.59, 12 episodes, 13 plus. Oh, the sunset's purple right now. So pretty. I'm gonna go look at it real quick. It's pretty outside right now. I returned. It looks like 2019 outside. Show us the photo. I didn't take a photo because there's trees all over blocking it, but it's like purple and pink right now. And also I was picking at my acne in the mirror. And by acne I mean like plural, like not plural, singular. It looks off like cartoon characters. Yeah, it looks like they're from different series. Hello, no critty. Alright, Hajime Shinonome is a 29-year-old seasoned adventurer who has long stepped away from the glory of youthful ambition. Can't be doing that. Instead, content with his steady life in Komai village. During a dungeon expedition, he rescues a young girl named Rirui, who was abandoned and nearly consumed by a slime. Don't pick at it, it'll scar. It's hard not to, bro. I just want to turn it into a giant bloody patch of skin that everybody's gonna see. Driven by memories of a similarly unforgiving past. Was he also almost killed by a slime? Hajime takes her under his care, but as Rirui begins to reveal unexpected abilities, while adapting to the rhythm of village life, Hajime finds that their shared existence may prove to be more consequential other than any other quest he has ever attempted. I do, bro. I have like really oily skin. Always. So I'm always like, it's pretty okay. Ironically, I never really got a shit ton of acne during puberty. I didn't have that experience. And I only really had like one pimple at a time. And the only reason they really looked bad at all was because I would pick at them. And then I kind of felt left out because everyone else in like middle school and high school had like the little like cute like pimple patches that are like little stars and flowers and smiley faces, and I never really had to use those. So whenever I did get a pimple, I would just kind of habitually like pick the shit out of it just so I could be like included and put a pimple patch on it. Because if I did get one, if I put a pimple patch on it, it would be like gone immediately the next day. So I would just like pick at them so I had an excuse to wear a pimple patch. Hello, Samaj. My lips still feel like they're burnt, dude. I'm trying so hard not to pick them off. Alright, this looks boring. I don't really remember what it was about, and I don't know if that's just like a me issue. But this looks boring. It irritated my skin though because it's super sensitive. Oh, did it? I know there's like different brands too. Pick the right pimple. I'd be like, I have those super teeny tiny like needles, and I'll just stick that shit in there, and it usually cleans it up immediately. Cause mine usually are just full of pus. They're just full of pus and oil. I get like whiteheads. Or the only time I really struggled with it was like randomly I started getting a bunch of closed comedones on my cheek. And closed comedones are like, there's no pore really. And it's just like a teeny tiny hard bumps, and when you pop them, like a super tiny hard like keratin plug comes out. And I had no idea how to fix it, but it just went away on its own. And pimple lerper. Wash it all away. Hello, Lucy. I'm sorry I didn't see you. I had my screen over the Twitch chat. Lucy, I'm sorry. Forgive me. And the quaint 6.90 out of 10. 12 episodes, 13 plus. In the quaint seaside resort town of Atami lies Kinme Cleaning, a laundry service run by Wakana Kinme. Despite having no memory of her life before moving there, Wakana has spent the past 2 years quietly building a new life among locals. She tends to garments entrusted. Oh, tends to, not tends to. Jesus. She tends 2 garments, entrusted to her with gentle hands and meticulous care, each carrying memories far more fragile than the fabric itself. Okay. Wakana becomes a familiar presence in the town as she shares small yet precious moments with everyone. The clothing she cleans tells stories of their owners' everyday lives, allowing her to safeguard their memories even as her own remain out of reach. As she continues to wash away stains, both physical and psychological, her life becomes a gentle testament to the comfort found in ordinary moments, and to the idea that even without a past, she can still belong. Without a what? Without a past? Without a past? What is this girl's problem? What is her problem? What is she sad about? She's saying that does she have yeah, she has no memory of her life. What? She literally, does she have like fucking amnesia? I'm sorry, she has no memory of her life. Wait, I'm gonna message it Lucy because I feel bad. Where is she? Okay. I guess I'll watch this because I feel bad for judging it so soon. Champignon. Champignon Witch. Is this not Champion or Champignon? Champignon Witch. 6.74 out of 10. 12 episodes. 13 plus. I'm okay. For as long as the locals can remember the Champignon Witch, Luna has lived hidden in her cottage on the outskirts of the kingdom. Deep within the Black Forest, despite her occasional trips into town to deliver medicine, no one dares to come close to her as poisonous mushrooms grow everywhere she goes. What? The Shroom Girl? Furthermore, as a Black Witch, Luna must stay low to avoid execution, as the kingdom only acknowledges and accepts white witches. White witches. Voodoo equals bad. Paganism equals good. Luna's lonely life turns around when she saves a dying boy named Lisa. Upon learning that Lisa is destined to become the end of all things, Luna offers to become his teacher and stray him away from the path of evil. She must overcome her inexperience and create a great magician out of Lisa to avoid his execution. What the fuck? They're just gonna kill the boy? I mean, it sounds interesting. It sounds like an interesting dynamic. Does the boy want to end all things, though? Or does he know what's going on? A gentle noble's vacation recommendation. Okay, there's some hot guys on the screen right now. This white-haired dude and this black-haired dude, I feel like they're gonna fuck, and I think they're gay. And I don't know about this red-haired dude in the back, but the white and the black guy, they're gonna fuck. And I want to see the black guy digging in the white one's ass. That's what I want to see. And if it doesn't happen fast enough, then I'm dropping the anime. But ooh, that boy in the black can get it, bro. He can get it. 6.82 out of 10, 12 episodes, 13 plus. 13 plus. 13 plus. Does that mean there's no butt booty ass clapping in here? And then why is it here? Why was it made? Hello! Biba Tom, how are you? When Liesel mysteriously finds himself in a city that bears odd similarities to his own, but clearly isn't, he quickly comes to terms with the unlikely truth. This is an entirely different world. Even so laid back, Liesel isn't the type to panic. He immediately sets out to learn more about this strange place, and to help him do so hires a seasoned adventurer named Gil as his tour guide and protector until he's able to find a way home. Liesel figures that this is a perfect opportunity to explore a new way of life, adventuring as a part of the guild. After all, he's sure he'll go home eventually. Might as well enjoy the otherworldly vacation for now. Is there any fucking? Are they gonna fuck? Yes or no? I want them to have tension between each other badly, bro. And I'm gonna watch it and find out. Dark Moon at the Blood Altar. I like this blue-haired guy. I think that's it. 6.36. Uh-oh, my cursor has the little loading thing on it and I'm scared. 6.36 out of 10. 12 episodes, 13 plus. Ever since she was she? I don't see a she here. Ever since she was a young girl, I read this as Susha. Suha was told to hide her superhuman abilities to avoid getting mistaken for a vampire. Having been accused of being one and blamed for her childhood friend's death, Suha enrolls in Desila's Academy, a night school where supernatural beings such as vampires and werewolves, Twilight, allegedly cannot enter. What? So, it's a night school, but there's no vampires or werewolves allowed. That's weird. At the academy, Suha soon encounters Helly, a student who offers friendship despite discovering her secret. Helly introduces Suha to his close friends Jan, Gino, Shion, Jaka, Noah, and Solon. These aren't Japanese names. Who all have different powers as well, but their connection seems to run deeper than just that. They are curiously drawn to her. We all gotta hate watch, Jesus Christ, how did I forget the name? Diabolic Lovers. We gotta hate watch that. Feeling as if they would do anything she wishes. In light of a recent murder that is said to be the work of a vampire, Helly and his friend's unsettling story slowly unravels. While the 7 boys try to shield Suha from the world of the supernatural, she inevitably gets entangled in the centuries-old rivalry between vampires and werewolves. As tensions intensify, Suha realizes that she may be closer than ever to the creature she hates the most. She hates vampires? So is she or is she not one? I don't know. I think I'm gonna watch this one though, it seems interesting enough. Kind of reminds me of Vampire Night, which I need to rewatch because I don't remember. I was watching Vampire Night while I was packing up my stuff to move like 4 years ago, and it just kind of, I think it just like slipped by me. Scum of the Brave, 6.85 out of 10, 24 episodes, 13 plus. Tokyo's criminal underworld has been using medical procedures known as ether augmentation to increase their own powers and influence. To counteract this threat, bounty hunters called Braves have emerged, using their own ether powers to eliminate the powerful mafiosos known as Dark Lords. Although he is a self-proclaimed first-rate brave, Yashido struggles to make ends meet. One day, Yashido helps out a young student of Shibuya's Brave Academy named Aki Jogamine. Impressed by his skill, Aki begs him to help save her friend and fellow student, Sayada Kashiwagi Pendragon. First, second, and middle name, or first, middle, last name, from the clutches of a Dark Lord, which he reluctantly agrees to. After assisting them, Aki, Sayada, and their friend Yukine Indo insist on apprenticing with Yashido. Despite his attempts to dissuade them from the dangers of bounty hunting, the trio believes that Yashido is their key to becoming full-fledged braves, leaving him to reluctantly give in. With each new threat they encounter, Yashido will try to convince them that the 3 students are not cut out for bounty hunting, but they may just prove him wrong. Finally, Aki got the role. Yep, my son's in here. I like the art style. It looks unique enough. It looks kind of interesting. The synopsis is kind of boring to me, but it's kind of like the same vibe I got from Gacha Kuta. So I think that I will give this a try. But the rating is kind of scaring me a bit, because Gachikuta had like, I think like an 8-point rating after it like came out the first season. So considering this is done airing, I'm a little scared. The Casebook of Arna, 6.25 out of 10, 12 episodes, 13 plus. In the shadowy streets of Lugenberg, a city where humans and demi-humans, what's a demi-human, coexist in uneasy peace, an unusual detective agency operates far beyond the reach of common law. There, vampire investigator Arne Newtote pursues the uncanny blurring lines between violence and truth. Everything begins to shift when Lynn Rainwabe, a noble woman whose fascination with vampires, I almost read it as Germans, outweighs her grasp of their danger. Crosses paths with Arne. The two form an alliance in pursuit of bloody mysteries that emerge from Lugenberg's darkest corners as death and deception surface beneath the city's gothic veneer. Hybrids. The half-breeds? Wait, is he like half vampire, half human then? I think that might be what it is. Through each case they solve, Arne and Lynn discover time and again, that truth is more elusive than what any surface can reveal. This looks weird on my screen when I'm reading. You guys can't see it on the stream screen, but the letters almost have like a gradient on them for me, where like the bottom of each row kind of fades away. And I think that's just because there's like a different resolution for what I'm looking at than what you guys can see, but it's just tripping me up at some parts, bro. Basically, Bloodborne. I haven't seen Bloodborne. It reminds me kind of Castlevania, and that's because it's like the only other vampire media I've consumed, and not because of any other actual resemblance. You can think of them like kids of interracial parents. Ah yes, the demi-humans. My cousins. It seems cool enough. I don't see any weird lolly shit happening, so I might give it a try. The daily life of a part-time torturer. Oh my goodness, the Wumpers would love this, bro. Look at that smile, bro. 6.76 out of 10, 12 episodes, 13 plus. He's kind of hot. Look at him. He's kind of cute. I just hope we get to see him go insane. But I get the vibe that it's gonna be kind of like a comedy, and there's not gonna be any real wumping happening. So I don't know. This is a world where killing and torture are legalized. Seto, a part-time worker at a torture company, enjoys torturing people every day. With his senior colleague Siu, with the addition of new part-timers Mike and Hugh, fun torture life continues. Oh boy! The gap between the at-home, easygoing workplace and the gruesome torture is bound to attract a lot of addicts. Addicts? Addicts of what? The Wumpers? I don't know if I'm gonna watch that. I might. I'll watch the first episode. Olido Fireslayer, The Legend of Phoenix. Look at that rating, bro. 5.47 out of 10. 12 episodes, 13 plus. I could have sworn this was rated R, but I think I'm thinking of something else. The fire-extinguishing samurai who stopped the Great Fire was called the Fire-Eating Bird. Matsunaga Gengo, once known as the Fire-Eating Bird, was the best firefighting samurai in Edo. He had resigned from the fire brigade for a reason, but suddenly received an invitation to serve in the Shinjo clan. The show must be atrocious. The Shinjo clan's firefighting team had no money and no personnel, and was looked down upon by those around them. With the encouragement of his wife, Miyuki, Gengo decides to rebuild the collapsed firefighting clan as its chairman. Gengo and his friends, all of whom have their own peculiarities, struggle to save any life despite being ridiculed as ragged steeplejacks. Oh, thank you, Cocodon. Thank you. What is a steeplejack? I think I'm gonna start using that as an insult. You steeplejack? The Toby Gumi. In Edo, a mysterious series of suspicious fires called fox fires continue. The word fire was used so many times in there. It sounds like a slur, right? That was like a bunch of word salad. So let me think. So he used to be a super cool fire extinguishing samurai who stopped the Great Fire, and he even had a nickname. And despite having a nickname and being this cool-ass nickname firefighting samurai that stopped the Great Fire, everybody just spits on him now and is like, fuck you, you suck. Nobody believes in him anymore? Is that what I got? And I didn't know that samurais fought fires in the first place. Beats me. I don't know, I feel like the rating tells all here. I'm gonna close my blinds. I don't want no creepers looking in my room. Alrighty. Did I say that? I'm skipping that one. I guess. I'm not gonna, it's not high on my list. We've got a new Precure. I used to be obsessed with Precure when I was younger. Star Detective Precure 7.64. I think this is still on airing because Precure airs for a long time. And of course, rated G. Ana Akechi is a second-year junior high student living in Makoto Mirai Town. On her 14th birthday, she has a chance encounter with a fairy named Pochi-chan, and a magical pendant caused her to travel back in time from 2027, oh shit, she's living in next year, to 1999, in the Makoto Mirai Town 28 years in the past. Oh my god. 2027. Wait, what? 1999 was 27 years ago? 1999 was 27 years ago? What? No. No, that can't be. That can't be right. Huh? No, this can't be. It's almost 30 years ago. I don't know. I know about that. In the Makoto Mirai Town 28 years in the past, probably a typo. Ana meets Mikuru Kobayashi. It is interesting. I don't think I've seen a Precure do like a time travel world. So it's almost like in the Isekai Precure. Like time travel. It is time travel. We have to get some Japanese to the chat. His duty would be explaining what the hell's going on in the anime, what kind of shit the writers smoke. Yeah, to think that 1999 was 28 years ago. Crazy shit. I'll have what he's smoking, bro. Losing their minds over there in Japan. Saying some shit like that. Aya meets Mikuru Kobayashi, a girl her age who wants to become a great detective. Meanwhile, people in town are in trouble as their prized possessions are being stolen from under their noses. The cause being a group of phantom thieves. To stop them, Anna and Mikuru turn into Precures. Maybe if they solve these mysteries, Anna can find her way back to their own time. Recently, the Precures have kind of been like ugly. Like they're super saturated like this. The one in the top right might be like the best design from this cover. But I just feel like all of the newer Precures look the same. Like this. And look at the foreheads on the two main girls, bro. Miku beam. Alright. I need to finish watching the earlier Precures before getting to this. All Precures can be watched on their own, but I'm trying to absorb the source material first, you know? So yeah. Oh my god, I accidentally opened Discord and my screen froze. I'll live a long life to dote on my favorite stepbrother. Ooh. 5.77 out of 10. I wonder why. 12 episodes, 13 plus. Alba is reborn as the son of a poor nobleman. He's unable to use magic due to a disease and is destined to have a short life. So he's taken in by the Duke's family. Dotes, like, admire. To dote on somebody. To dote upon. But dote is like... kind of like a mix of like infatuation almost. Admiration and infatuation. In my opinion. There he meets Orsis, who was his favorite person. His favorite person in a what? In a previous life. So... huh? So... okay, share with us what you found. Cause I don't know if I worded it right. So he died and reincarnated, and his favorite person also died and reincarnated. Right? So did his favorite person die before him? For him to be older than him? But he remembers that he is why his beloved... wait, while this coincidence seems to be too good to be true, he remembers that he is why his beloved lost his smile. And begins to search for a way to live a long life so that he can continue to love him. But beloved? Beloved? Stepbrother? Wait. So this little child is him. This sick, twisted child. Wait, what if the grown man is him? What if the grown man is Alba? What? That makes it worse. That makes it worse, bro. Because if it's a kid, it's like, okay, it's a fucking weird-ass incest kid. He wants to live longer. To continue loving and doting upon his favorite person from the past, who is now his stepbrother. High School Kimengumi. 5.62 out of 10. 12 episodes, 13 plus. This looks like it'd be funny, but it has a bad rating. So weird, I know, right? Rei Ichido, Go Reiatsu, Kiyoshi, Shusei, Jin Daima, and Daimonohoshi. Jesus. Are 5 mischievous boys attending Ichigo Junior High. Each with an eccentric personality and a knack for chaos. They've earned a reputation as the infamous Kimengumi. One day, new transfer student Yuikawa and her friend Chiauru encounter the group and soon find themselves drawn into their antics. Around them are other colorful cliques, from the handsome Ito Otokogumi, led by Sho Kirede, to the delinquent Bangumi, led by... why do we have to say everybody's full fucking name? A majority of this shit is just names. 2 names at a time. Led by Yo Nihiruda, and the athletic Uregumi, led by Kai Undo, and the tough girl squad named Unagumi, led by Jacko Amano. As time passes and a new spring begins. The everyday lives of these eccentric students unfold in a lively and comedic school story. Well, I wouldn't fucking know because we seem to spend the majority of the synopsis just rattling off names. So what the fuck is the story about? Important questions. Alright, well... Okimina's an oni mask. New word for me. Is it? It's about high school, I think. I think it's about high school and all of these names here together. You don't know Gunma yet. This art style is cool as fuck. I'm gonna say that right now. But it's got a 5.42 out of 10 rating. Womp womp. 12 episodes, 13 plus. Sad to see. Nori Kamitsuki has recently moved to the Gunma prefecture from Chiba, following after Otoya Todoroki, a former friend who moved there in elementary school. While on the way there, he receives an anonymous text message from Todoroki telling him to turn back, and that once someone enters Gunma, they never return. Ignoring the message as Kamitsuki goes about his school life and makes new friends, these people make it their mission to prove any negative stereotypes surrounding Gunma wrong and show Kamitsuki all the ways Gunma is different from the rest of Japan. From its local foods and landmarks, the changes to its daily school life, and even the attitude of the people who live there, Gunma is widely regarded as the least popular prefecture in Japan. But they clearly don't know Gunma yet. Is it haunted? I'm confused. I don't know. I kinda wanna find out why it got such a bad score. I'm intrigued. Alright. Fucking Agartha anime. There's a brown elf back there. Hashtag Kanagawa ni sunderu elf. No rating, 12 episodes, 13 plus. 2 years ago, the elves who lived in the hidden forest lost their homes due to a forest fire. Now they are living in the Kanagawa prefecture. The story, however, focuses on a human who becomes the roommate of an elf living in an apartment. So this looks interesting to me because someone in the reviews said it focuses on comedy based around like people who are too prideful, or like culture and cultural differences and like culture identity, and it's kind of like comedy based on that. So I hope that's what I hope they were telling the truth because it seems unique. If not, if I hadn't read that, I would be like, it doesn't sound interesting. But I might give it a try after reading that review. Alright, I believe that's the last one for the shows. So we're moving on to the Onas now. So we've got Cosmic Princess Kaguya. And this has a whopping 8.46 out of 10. It's one episode, so basically a movie. And rated PG-13. Oh my goodness, long-ass synopsis. Tsukiyomi is a virtual realm where hopes and dreams come together. Iroha Sakayori, a 17-year-old high school student in Tokyo, leads an extremely busy life trying to balance part-time work and academics. She finds peace by watching a popular streamer named Yachio Runami, who is the administrator of an online virtual space called Tsukiyomi Iroha. Wait, what? Called Tsukuyomi. Okay. Wait, we already learned that. Why is it saying it like it's a different virtual space? Alright, well she manages the virtual space then. Iroha frequents Tsukiyomi, where people can live different lives and freely pursue their creativity. And she passes the time by supporting Yachio and playing battle games to earn a little extra money. On her way home one day, Iroha finds a telephone pole shining with iridescent hues. To her surprise, an adorable baby emerges from the pole. Unable to abandon it, Iroha takes the infant home and watches her rapidly grow into a girl her own age. Are you Princess Kaguya? The grown-up Kaguya develops a self-indulgent personality. Are we supposed to know who Kaguya is? At Kaguya's fervent request, Iroha helps her start streaming in Tsukiyomi, with Iroha as producer and songwriter, and Kaguya as streamer and singer. The two grow steadily closer. Little do they know that ominous forces lie in wait, eager to take Kaguya back to the moon. Why fucking not, bro? Who cares, right? Who gives a shit at this point? This is the tale of Princess Kaguya as never seen before. Oh, the Princess Kaguya. Let's just throw that in as well. I'm confused if the baby appears like in the virtual world or in the real world. And why she kind of instantly uses it as like a little prodigal singer child. I don't know, I'm kind of surprised at the rating now. I know of it, but why is it like this? Wait. And is she from the moon? Why are we trying to take her back to the moon? And why did she age so fast? Okay. I mean, I guess I can give it a try. I'm curious which one in the cover is her, and what, because it specifies that she watches a streamer named Yachio Runami, and I'm curious if that has anything to do with anything else or why that was even specified. I guess I can find out easily. Because she's from the moon or something? That's what happened in the story? Oh, my bad. Love Through a Prism. 8.46 out of 10. High rating. 20 episodes. 13+. An early 1900s London. Lily Ichigo, a Japanese exchange student, travels to England to enroll in the prestigious St. Thomas Art Academy. Determined to become a painter, she arrives under pressure. Her parents expect her to rise to the top of her class within 6 months or return home. Lily's drive intensifies when she encounters Kit Church, a gifted aristocratic student known for his talent and detachment. Oh, hooray! Congrats, Spike. While Kit has devoted himself entirely to painting, Lily's sincerity and resilience begins to shift something in him. The two share a little beyond their love for art, a little beyond, like their lips. Yet their relationship quickly becomes central to life at the academy. I like this like warm color code, warm art style that's here. Looks interesting. The actual plot I don't really care for, but it looks interesting enough. It looks pretty enough. I worry that this is like that weird 3D art style that some animes have now, though. I guess we'll have to see. Release that witch! Oh, Jesus Christ, look at all this text. This is Chinese, but I included it anyway. 8.20 out of 10. 8 episodes, 13+. Alright, here we go. Modern man Chang Yan unexpectedly dies, and his soul travels to a medieval, European-style, otherworldly continent. Becoming Roland, the fourth prince of the Kingdom of Great Castle, this playboy prince saves the witch Anna at an execution scene and is shocked to discover that magic rarely exists in this medieval-style otherworld. When Anna, as a witch, displays her magical skills, Roland realizes that magic can replace some modern technology, so he formulates a great development of magic industry plan. Thus, in an era where everyone hates witches, the independent Roland begins to recruit witches using their magic to transform Border Town and improve the lives of himself and the locals. In addition to using magic to develop industry, Roland also introduces modern business ideas to Border Town. Under Roland's leadership, people manufacture firearms, and Roland gains public support. This one. Do you know this one? As the number of witches in Roland's camp increases, the magical industry continues to improve at the same time. Roland will face battles with great families and other princes and princesses. As his territory expands, Roland successfully creates a harmonious coexistence between witches and ordinary people, gradually bringing the western territory of Grey Castle and even the entire kingdom under his rule, and slowly uncovering the secrets of the devil race and the witch empire. I feel like this didn't have to be this long. But I feel like this could have been shortened instead of being a synopsis of the whole series. Either way, it looks cool enough, right? Might be interesting. I saw some AI voiceover slop on this shit. That fucking, like, I forget what actual voice sample it is, but that one nasally ass voice guy that they love to use that almost sounds like Ben Shapiro. This one is Korean. It is called Terror Man. 6.71 out of 10, 8 episodes, 13 plus. Min Jung-woo has a special ability, one that lets him see whenever a path leads to an unfortunate future. Min Jung-woo uses his eyes of misfortune to spot unfortunate events and tries to stop them, leading him to become a terrorist feared by the people. There it is. It isn't OVA, so it's not like a full series, so I don't expect these to be super insane. Insane and full of substance. But I mean, it looks interesting enough, right? It kind of has like a Persona style, art style. Playing Sister, this is Japanese. 7.22 out of 10, 3 episodes and 13 plus. In the distant future, Kagami Village is a suburban mountain village that has been left behind by the highly developed science and technology in urban areas. If you're not well behaved, a look-alike will come. What the fuck? Higure Akane, a middle school student living in this village, where an old legend still remains, was looking forward to being reunited with her older sister, Higure Sue, who has been released from the hospital after a year. I thought she was missing a leg for a second. I thought she was like an amputee. However, shortly after her sister's release from the hospital, Akane receives a phone call. The person in that house is not your older sister. Dude, that's scary as fuck. That's scary as fuck. I want to watch it. Alright, movies. All you need is kill. This looks ugly. This cover looks ugly. But I thought I put a prettier cover on it, but I guess not. But this had a pretty good review. I think it has bad reviews, 6.69, because apparently it doesn't stay close to the manga, and so people didn't like it. But someone said if you just watch it as a movie, it's a pretty good movie. One episode rated R. After an unidentified plant from outer space invasion. After an unidentified plant from outer space invasion, Rita finds herself trapped in a time loop, forced to relive the same day over and over again. With each loop she learns, she fights, her memories and experiences sharpen her skills, turning her into a formidable warrior. Yet the endless cycle of death and solitude begin to wear her down. Then she meets Keiji. Keiji. I've been repeating this day too, he says. Two lost souls trapped in an endless war. Could their meeting change fate? Warner Bros. Japan. This from Warner Bros? Or did they post that? I'll give it a try, I guess. Her costume is interesting. Or her uniform. A New Dawn. Dude, this shit looks like it's gonna make me cry, dude. It's got a cool art style, pretty cover. Didn't they make a live action of this shit called some basic bullshit like Edge of Tomorrow? I wouldn't know, because I don't know why they would change the name. 6.80 out of 10, 1 episode, 13 plus. Or 1 episode, it's a movie, no episodes. The Obinata Fireworks Shop Factory is getting prepared for an administrative action for confiscation tomorrow. Oh boy! It has been 6 years since Keitaro has been holed up in a closed-down factory, creating fireworks by himself, chasing after an illusion of his father who vanished. It is a story about 3 young people who overcome the extreme weather conditions, disasters, and environmental problems imposed on them, and establish their own identities. It looks kind of like eye candy. It looks pretty enough. I want to watch it. Le Toilette de Paris in Fleur. 13 plus, no rating. In the early 1900s, two Japanese girls, Fujiko, who dreams of becoming a painter, and Chizuru, who is passionate about ballet. It stars Tom Cruise. I'm pretty sure the live-action movie was American, so that makes sense. Refuse to give up and reach for the stars. It toil. Thanks for clarifying that. Even in difficult times, after meeting by chance in Yokohama, they reunite in Paris, where they strive to pursue their dreams together. Seems cute enough. I'll watch it. The Keeper of the Camphor Tree. 13 plus. Oh my goodness, long as fuck. If you knew you didn't have long to live, who would you tell? What would you say? And how would you deliver the message? The Keeper of the Camphor Tree starts with the day tonality as a man in his early 20s being unjustly fired from his job. Enraged and fueled by feelings of revenge, he tries to steal a valuable device from his workplace, but things don't go to plan, and he ends up arrested, in jail. Reito is paid an unexpected visit by a lawyer, who offers to arrange for his release, if he complies with the wishes of the lawyer's client. Seeing no alternative, Reito accepts and soon discovers that the lawyer's client is his aunt. When Reito tells her that he has no plans for the future, she gives him an order. What I want you to do is guard a camphor tree, and thus begins Reito's custodianship of a camphor tree, standing on the grounds of a shrine. A camphor tree with a mysterious legend associated with it. Is he gonna fucking die? Is it a cursed tree? I don't know. It looks interesting enough. I guess I'll give it a watch. And then we have Labyrinth. 5.89 out of 10, not so good. 13 plus. Shiori is an ordinary high school girl yearning for viral fame on social media, yeah. One day after a crack forms on her smartphone, her real life self is replaced by her digital counterpart, Shiori. Shiori in all caps, who emerges from the smartphone world. Trapped in the smartphone world instead, Shiori is powerless and forced to watch as her counterfeit self energetically rises to the stardom as a pop icon and influencer. With the help of Komori, a mysterious rabbit man she meets in this digital wonderland, Shiori must navigate an eerie, surreal cyber labyrinth to get back to her reality. It looks fun enough. I don't know why it has a bad rating, but I guess I'll find out, right? Okay. Now we're all gonna blow up. Are you guys ready? That was all of the animes and now there's no more. Oh my god, we're all gonna die. Psh, oh my god. Ah, it hurts. I'm burning. Goodbye, guys. I love you all. I'm sorry. Anyways, fun fact. Anime makes up for about 60% of the world's entertainment. I'm not sure if this means 60% of, like, entertainment on TV and on the screen, or if it means, like, entertainment in general. Like, if we're lumping in, like, circus shows and plays and shit. I don't know. But still, pretty big fucking amount. So, there is no voting for this week because we are watching Code Geass Lelouch of the Rebellion Season 1. Season 1, the first 25 episodes. So here's the synopsis. If you would like to join in, it's got an 8.71 rating, and we are working on this, and then we will discuss it next week. I'm still deciding on, for summertime, if I want to, move anime clubs to a different day again. I might keep it on Sunday for now, because anime clubs are based on, like, my school day schedule, so I don't know if I have to keep it every Thursday anymore. For now, I can keep it every Sunday. But yeah, we're working on this. So that is what we're watching if you'd like to jump in. For now, next meeting will be on Sunday. So yeah, that's all. I can't stop burping. And now I have hiccups. Oh my god. Okay. I'm trying to choke it down. Alright, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope that was a fun return to Anime Club. I'm trying not to bourbon hiccup at the same time. Super fun, exciting animes for this winter, guys. I hope you're all staying warm. It's super cold and snowy outside. And, yeah, I'll see you guys either later today or tomorrow. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Usually we do some sort of voting at this part. It always feels awkward when there isn't any. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had fun. I'm excited to watch some of these animes. And yeah, next week, we're going over Season 1 of Code Geass: The Lodge of the Rebellion, alright? And we might watch it together in the Discord server as well. Tonight or tomorrow, I don't know. So yeah. Thank you, mods, for making sure everything goes smoothly. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. If this is the last stream of the day, I hope you guys have a great rest of your days and nights, 24 hours. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for all the support so far. And I'm happy to have Anime Club back. I'm glad Google Slides is working again. So yeah, じゃあまたね. Bye bye. Paka paka.